You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
All right, everybody. Welcome back, great friends. This is Kaplan and Crew. Check us out. KaplanandCrew.com is where you can find us anywhere, anytime, any platform, any television that you got. Anywhere you want to see us, go to KaplanandCrew.com. That is where we are at. I'm Alex Padilla, filling in for Scott Kaplan, alongside John Browner.
What it do, people?
We got you guys going for the rest of today. We got you guys coming also for tomorrow. Scott is flying to Loreto, Mexico for a 4-day weekend with the GF. So enjoy yourself, Scott. I told him this morning at about 6:30 in the morning, bro, enjoy yourself. Don't worry about anything. Don't text me how'd it go. Don't text me how's it going. Don't text me who's on the show. Just leave us alone. Do your thing.
When does he leave? When does he leave?
I think he was leaving this morning. I'm pretty sure he's gone. I mean, he's definitely gone by the time this is out. So he's gone.
Okay.
And by the way, side note, I love side notes. I also booked a trip to Mexico in July. I've never had this happen to me before. And I need some feedback here from the great friends. If you're watching on television, if you're listening on radio, if you are on the YouTube chat, let me know if this has ever happened to you guys. I am struggling to find an affordable, and when I mean affordable, I'm telling you like $500 or less. And as I've heard, flying to Cabo out of TJ, according to Google Flights, typical $250 to $350, that's kind of what I was expecting. I'm going to Cabo in mid-July. Never been. But I'm down to fly out of TJ. It's right here at Border Express. My fiance's done it before. Scott did it today. He did the same thing. But I looked at flights out of TJ, and they were crazy expensive as well. And I get it. The world's opening up. Everything is opening up. Everything's going to be expensive. I understand that's the way it is, especially at first. Everything's going to be expensive. I've heard Vegas is insane right now, and they open everything May 1st. So I was like, this is too much to fly out of TJ. It was like near $500 for TJ. And that's not including the border crossing, which is like $68 for two people, and the airport fee, whatever, all that stuff. It was like $500. So I started looking. Like 2 weeks ago, incognito. I know that I'm not searching on an open tab. I'm searching incognito private modes. And I search out of San Diego. And because I don't want to do layover in Mexico. I've heard nightmare stories about Mexican Airlines and all that stuff. So I do nonstop out of San Diego. Cheapest one I could find is $550. And I'm like, all right, that's at least there's no hassle. There's no border crossing. It's a lot of money. I flew to London for under $500. So that's a lot of money.
Me too, anyways, by the way.
Yeah. So I start looking in LA. I'm like, maybe LA. LA's always got cheaper flights. They got more options. And I find one on JetBlue. I'm calling you out, JetBlue. I find one for $350. Perfect time too. Get to Cabo at 4, leave Cabo at like 6 at night when I come back. It's like perfect time. And I'm like, hey, you want to do this? Like, we can stay at my mom's and then just drive to LAX that morning and have them take care of the dog there. No big deal, because my mom lives not too far from LAX. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So I go on there and I start booking, put in my name, put in my lady's name. And the total, I'm telling you, with taxes, everything was about $700.
Okay.
That's that I can live with, right? Nonstop, straight, JetBlue, all that. I put in the credit card info. I hit place order. I'm like, all right, we did it. Cool. Done. Little circle, little circle, little circle, little circle. Oops. And then what? What do you mean oops? Said oops. And then it gives me a reasoning. It goes, this flight has either A, been booked, which I know it wasn't because there was a ton of seats when I chose my seats, or B, the price that you were told is no longer available.
Wow.
So I'm like, what the hell? So I hit like place order again. It's not going through. So I hit refresh and now it won't let me order. So now I got to start over. So I go back, I start over. The exact same flight, the exact same location, everything exactly the same. Boom. $1,200, dude.
What?
Yep. Yep. That they raised the price from, I think it was, what did I say, 350, something like that, to
Yeah.
$600 each. As I was placing my order, I was in it was, and it wasn't like I was sitting there like, oh, should we do it? Should we not do it? Like, no, I like when we decided to do it, I hit order, 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 order. I've never had that happen to me in my life. So boo on you, JetBlue.
What is you
Boo
what is you
on what you
doing? What
doing?
is you
Yeah.
doing,
Has
JetBlue?
anybody heard? Has that happened to anybody ever? I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard of that happening to anybody, for them to change the price after you pay for it. Maybe they're doing that because they keep that flight empty or appearing to be empty. So
Yeah.
when people try to book it, they stop you and then they say, "Oh, wait, no, it's actually this much," and people go, "Ah, whatever," and just book
Yeah.
it anyway. Wow,
Yeah, I
that's
never heard that
crazy.
before.
Did you
So
try to call in?
no, I didn't. Didn't even want to bother. I was so annoyed with that at that point. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's fly to TJ. Let's fly to
Oh,
TJ. And then we go back, and of course, we go back, we search Google flights, and TJ has like I think total, we ended up flying like $800 out of TJ. So it's
not
gonna be a
bad.
lot easier now. I don't know if it's like better, but I don't know. I've never flown Mexican Airlines, but we'll figure it out. But that was JetBlue. Come on. Anyways, Scott is in Mexico, like I said, and what a weekend to go to Mexico because it's Padres Dodgers this weekend, and I know the Padres dropped some games against the Pirates. We'll get to that because I think it's unacceptable to lose games to the Pirates, but no big deal. Or is it a big deal?
Did you see how they lost?
I saw that their offense on Tuesday left 15 runners on base.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that their offense on Wednesday did absolutely nothing against that pitcher, and they did suffer an injury to Morahone, so they had to go with the guy that has never pitched that long. Snell got pulled for whatever reason after one inning, and
Mm-hmm.
then today the offense showed up. But why did they lose those games?
So it reared its ugly head again last night. The mismanagement of old Mr. Tingle Tingle. Okay. Mr. Tingle ain't tingling right. Okay. Them ain't spider senses tingling. Whenever I get a tingle every time he start doing pitching changes. Bro, take the guy out. Okay. That was a winnable game. You were a run away from making that a game. You are a home run away from a lineup, by the way, that can hit home runs top to bottom. At this point in Major League Baseball, anybody can get lucky and hit a home run, get a guy on second, knock him around. There are ways that you could have manufactured a run if you have gotten somebody on. But the fact that you left this cat in the game to basically just throw the game away without any type of urgency puts me back in the original place that I am at with this manager. How many losses? Because last night was on him. Yeah, your offense was struggling, but you've shown you can get people on base, not last night against this particular pitcher, but you've had people on base all series. And even when you didn't get people on base, your pitching held the team in a close game where you could have caught them within an inning, within a batter. But what do? You leave this clown in the game and he throws the game away.
Yeah,
He's got a 40.35 ERA now. 40.
well, listen.
Let me
I
find his
think it's.
name.
I was watching the game last night or yesterday afternoon, whatever it was, and the home broadcast of the Padres is always favorable to the Padres. Obviously, no surprise, but they never really criticize the Padres ever. Don and Mud, which is
Austin Adams is his name. Austin Adams is the young fellow who threw the game away last night, thanks to old Mr. Tingle Tingle.
okay. But when the home broadcast sounds as disgusted as they did during that inning that you're talking about, when they go from, I think it was it 2-1, and it was being 5-1 in that inning or something like that.
I thought it
I
was
don't
two
remember
to three.
specifically.
I thought it was
Okay.
2-3.
When Mud and Don go, "Ugh, you can't lose these games. You have to win 3 or 4 against these guys. When they start acting like that on the broadcast, you know it's bad.
It was 2-1. You're right. It was 2-1.
So it's disappointing to drop games against the Pirates, especially when the Dodgers just keep rolling and the Dodgers come to town. And I understand that we're making. John, did you know this, dude? So the Padres Dodgers Friday for 3, and then it's the Brewers come to San Diego for 3, And then you go to LA again and play the Dodgers 4 games. So your next 10 games, 7 against the Dodgers. That's huge. This is not the type of series that you need to drop some games. And regardless of listen, I know you're not going to sweep, but when Mud and Don start saying you need to win 3 or 4 against these guys, I agree. You need to win 3 or 4 against these types of teams. You can't lose 2 of 3 to like the Giants, even though they're playing better than we thought. I think the sweep, obviously, massive deal for the Rangers or against the Rangers, but you got to win series like this. You just have to.
It comes again. There are going to be times in the year where the manager has to win the games. He has to manage the bullpen. He has to make sure he's hitting the right buttons with guys who pitch hit, with guys who are pinch running. You're gonna have to win the game through strategy. You keep losing games through strategy against lesser teams. Again, you're not even matching wit for wit with the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Cheater Astros at this point. You're beating the Diamondbacks, but you can only be who you play. Don't get me wrong. I'm a great proponent of that. The Rangers, when you have to start going against managers who know their work, I think we're gonna get walked, man. We're gonna get walked. And it's not because we don't have the right players. It's because the manager isn't moving the right pieces. He playing checkers, everybody else playing chess from the dugout.
Well, let's not get too specific about what can happen against the Dodgers, because what we do know is this. The pitching matchup seemed to be set now for the Padres. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Weathers on Friday. He's getting his first career start for the Padres. I'll put up the graphic because I made one and I'm proud of it because I've spent a lot of time on it to this morning, John Browner. So here you go. Here's your pitching matchups for the Marquee Series on Friday. Got Ryan Weathers, who's got a 1-0, but he's never started, 1.5 ERA. Against Walker Buehler, 1-0, also 1.50 ERA. That is on Friday. Also, JB, did you know that Fernando Tatis is going to come back and he's going to play on Friday?
He's not out for the season? What? After all this talk? What? We had a guy go on what was this guy with this podcast saying, oh, this is surgical. He's out for the year. What about all you people not trusting our GM? What about all you bandwagoners? Are y'all back? Y'all back? Is this like one of them bus rides where you have a bus ticket where you can get back on the bus? Is this one of those things?
Huh? Well, okay, real question for you. Genuine question. I'm glad he's back. All reports say that he looks like he always looks, except the only difference is he switched his follow through on his swing, where he now follows through with 2 hands instead of 1 to relieve some tension on that front left shoulder that is always getting injured. Serious question. Do you really think he's going to finish the season without it popping out again?
No, zero, not at all. He'll be out. And there'll be some points where he'll be out for another 10 days. And I think that's probably going to occur probably in another 3 weeks. He'll be out for another 10 days. This is about managing the injury. Because I believe that he was probably told, because this is 2 things that I believe. 1, they would never put him in danger because they've got such a long way to go with him. And 2, he wouldn't put himself in danger just for a couple of games because he knows he's got a long career ahead of him. So I'm pretty sure the doctors told him, you can't do any more damage than it's already done to it. The question is, can you manage the amount of pain and be an effective player? And he probably went.
You're the good doc. What you just said is a very interesting thing. You can't do more damage to it than you've already done if it pops out again. Now, that's an interesting thing to say because I don't know if that's really true. Like, if the shoulder keeps popping out, you really can't cause more damage? Do you not think he comes back, he makes it however long he makes it, it pops out again? You think they'll just put him on the 10-day injured list again and then try it again and then again and again and again?
Yeah, I really do. Unless it occurs once a week. If it starts to happen too often, then they'll just sit him down and have the surgery and just call it a year. But as of right now, to start the season, yeah, I think they're gonna give it now. If he knocks it out of place Friday, oh, he's done, and he should be done because that's because I believe the adrenaline in the situation will start pumping, and that whole one hand follow through thing will be right back, and he's gonna hurt that shoulder again in the same way that he hurt it the first time.
I gotta tell you, if it pops out at any point this weekend, he's done.
Yeah, I agree,
and I'm okay with that too, because I'd rather listen. I understand that Padre fans want the World Series, that this is the window. I've said it before. I agree. This is the window. But at some point, you got to just put your 22, 21-year-old players' health at first above everything. If it pops out again this weekend, that's it. Surgery. You're out for the year. I'm sorry.
But I don't think that he could have won these last two games that they lost. I think they were going to lose those games because that's just
offense, bro. That offense. Listen, I know today they jumped out, and they scored a bunch of runs early on, but the offense has fluttered. It's been not great, and I know we had hots, but listen, now Myers is dealing with tendonitis in his patellar, whatever the hell that is. Machado did great today, but I think that Tatis does make a huge difference in close games. Like, you don't think that he would contribute some offense?
I think at the way he was starting the season, I don't think that there was anything out of the ordinary that would have happened that wouldn't have happened in the average course of a baseball game. I think he could have probably helped the energy, but they didn't have an energy issue. Guys went down because guess what? He was in the dugout. So his presence of what he can provide with his energy, he's doing that. He's traveling with the team. He's taking BP. So he's still around the team. So his energy, his vibe is still there. The team is still vibing. It's just a matter of during a long season in baseball, you're going to lose some games like this. Period, point blank, end of story. Now, they could go against the Dodgers and sweep them. Then, well, no one's talking about this Pittsburgh series. I think
I agree.
The problem with what happened in Pittsburgh is that when it gets to game 157, 158, and you're behind the Dodgers a half game or two games,
that's where it counts.
Then people start going, see, if we wouldn't have blown these games here, we wouldn't have blown these games there. But the Dodgers would be saying the same thing. That's just a sport. It's too long of a season. You're going to have some lows. You're going to have some ups and some downs.
I read something today, and I think it was Gaslamp Ball. At the very end, they said, like, should we panic a little? And that's kind of where that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not necessarily. The panic is that the offense struggles here and there. And I think that and it's against bad teams. It's against bad pitching. It's not like they're facing Buehler, Bauer, and Kershaw. They're not. And so I think this weekend is incredibly important for the Padres because of that. It's a great measuring stick to see where you're at early on. And I don't ever want to stress too much like, oh, we're done, blah, blah, blah. We're falling way too far. No, it's early on. But the next 7 of the next 10 games are against the Dodgers. And I think it's a huge, huge opportunity to see where you're at as a club right now, early on. And B, you could kind of jump them and give yourself a little bit of a head start for the rest of the year. That would be incredibly, because I think the next time you play the Dodgers is in June. I think it's the first series after California is supposed to open everything back up is against the Dodgers. So you play them 7 of the next 10, and then you don't play them for a while. Then you play them again in the middle of summer. So I think this is obviously it's a great opportunity. But let's look at the weekend here. You have obviously Friday, it's supposed to be Ryan Weathers versus Walker Buehler. On Saturday, this is like Cy Young matchup. Yu Darvish versus Clay and Kershaw, Saturday at 5:40. And then Sunday, hopefully a bounce back for Blake Snell against Trevor Bauer, who's been, Trevor Bauer. He's just been pretty damn good. So that is your weekend series. I will go and defer to the man who called Road to 37 perfectly last year. What's the outcome?
2-1. We win 2. We win 2. They win 1. I think Weathers is going to be lights out. I think Kershaw's going to get beat. But I think that losing, cheating agent Dayton Bauer is going to tear us up. And that's the guy. That's the guy who I don't want to do good against us. But he's been pretty solid this season so far. So I think he's in a good groove right now with cheating with his spin rate. So I think he's going to outdo Snell.
Look at you. Just dropped the spin rate.
Oh, hey-oh.
Oh, hey-oh. Zoom in. One thing that I thought was incredibly encouraging seeing on Twitter yesterday, Scott brought it up how if you are a Padres season ticket holder who happens to have tickets, like, don't sell your tickets to Dodger fans. And I made the point, well, how do you know? If you put them on StubHub, how do you know who you sold them to? And Scott's like, well, don't put them on StubHub. Find Padre fans that want to go to the game and sell it to them. And yesterday on Twitter, I saw a ton of tweets. Hey, I got tickets. Only Padre fans can get them. DM me. So I don't know what the crowd's going to look like. I don't imagine it's only going to be Padre fans. Dodger fans travel well. We all know this. I hope it's not anywhere near 50-50. I hope it's like at least 70-30 Padre fans.
You know who's going to be
very interesting.
You know who's going to be one of them 17,000 in there?
You.
Your boy, Friday, I'm in a building.
You got in?
Friday, I'm in a building, y'all.
What'd you do? Real quick.
Somebody hit me up in the DMs. We worked it out. Shout out. He know who he is.
You got tickets or what?
Yeah.
Where you sitting?
A ticket.
Where you sitting at?
I don't know yet. I haven't.
Are you in the vaccinated seating area?
That's the arrangement. Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. You gotta like go to Kaplan and Crew and just put everything on Instagram, like show the crowd, show everything, and let people know how it's gonna be this weekend. Because, dude, this is the most anticipated April series of all time at Petco Park. There's never been a bigger series.
I'm gonna be in a building.
Your boy will be in the building. When we come back, Jason Lawhead, comedian, analyst, sports nut, vegan chef. He's joining us. We're going to talk about everything happening in the sports world, plus everything opening back up. What's it like for life as a comic? Coming up next.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Hey, Dave Smith here. Make sure you listen to my show on the Mightier 1090, 6 to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday night. The only local sports talk in all of Southern California on the weekends, right here on the Mightier 1090.
The all-new and mightier 1090.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Shelter to Soldier selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive. Another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to san-diegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Hey, it's Pharrell here, inviting you to catch my shows on the Mightier 1090. We're on twice every Monday through Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Trust me, all the other sports stations are sleeping with your wife.
The all-new and Mightier 1090.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Are you living in an underserved community and facing adversity? Do you have a desire to start or grow your own business? San Diego State University's Lavin Entrepreneurship Center, the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurial Studies, and community partners invite you to participate in our community boot camp. The boot camp provides intense, hands-on exposure to the fundamentals of launching and growing a successful venture. Register today at leadershipcentersw.org.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, this is Pete Gray with this week's Fish Report, and better weather meant better fishing this week. And the guys off of LA, off Point Furman, caught yellowtail. Yes, yellowtail. And Isers Reef had good sand bass fishing. And Catalina, San Clemente Island, pretty slow fishing, cold water on the backside. And Coronado Islands were slow too. Yellowtail still around, good conditions. But watch that to pick up here in the next few days. The Everingham Brothers Bait Company has live anchovy for bait, and that's going to be really good for the inshore fishermen. Love that live anchovy for sure. And day and a half trips were offshore in good weather, 80 to 150 pound bluefin tuna, 80 miles south of Point Loma. That's going to be good coverage this weekend from several boats, including the tribute out of C4 Sport Fishing. Captain Mike Pritchard will be stepping off the boat Sunday and into our studio. So that's going to be a live report for full 2 hours Saturday and Sunday morning, 7 and 9 a.m. We'll have all the information right here on the Mightier 1090.
Let's Talk Hookup airs on Mightier 1090, Saturday and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Attention, all dogs, cats, horses, tortoises, birds, pigs, and all other pets. Get your family members to sit, stay, and watch Animal Zone every Saturday at 9 p.m. right here on this channel and at animalzone.org.
Tune in Saturdays at 9 p.m. to watch Animal Zone right here on Your View.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It is Thursday, but we're treating it like a Friday. It's Beer Friday because we're taking a 3-day weekend. If you've been watching today, you already know the mess that Scott Kaplan is in. He is stuck at the TJ airport because he missed his flight, and we are still taking a 3-day weekend. So, Browner, it's Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday, but today it's also a Beer Friday. How you feel about that, dude?
I feel like it's good. Sometimes we get big cans, we get small cans.
We get bottles, we get everything.
So we get this behemoth, and I'm always grateful. But I'm always trying to carry things with my hands. I have fairly large hands, so I usually do well. But today, I was carrying a Gatorade and another six-pack of A&W root beer. This can hit the ground and just starts gushing. So now I have two choices. Either I just put it in my mouth and tell you how it tastes when I talk to you on the show, or I put my thumb on that thing and just try to survive it until
Why don't you get a cup? Put it in a cup.
I was a block away.
So you're talking about the one in your hand or the other one?
This one. It's in this one. It's in here. It's in here.
Okay, well, hold on. Before we get into the beer, let's talk about who we have on today. These guys were our first ever Beer Friday guests. Way back when, I believe it was August, when we didn't know what the hell we were doing. We still don't know what the hell we're doing, but they're coming back on. It is Paul Darras and Alex Melendez from Mike Hess Brewing. Paul is the lead brewer, and Chet is a brewer, or Alex is a brewer. What's going on, guys? How are you?
You can call me Chev if you want. I'm cool with that.
What's going on at Mike Hess? Are you guys open?
We are open.
How so? Like, how much open? Are we in orange tier? Are we in purple tier? Are we in yellow tier? Are we in green tier? What are the rules right now? What's happening at the breweries?
Are you Texas open or are you California open?
We're California open.
Okay.
And how many locations? Tier, right? How many locations do you guys have? Are they different at each location? What's happening?
Yeah, because our Imperial Beach location is all outdoor, and so is our Seaport Village location, which is brand new, just opened, and those are patio seating only.
Browner, have you been to the Imperial Beach? Have you been to Imperial Beach ever?
No. I was just about to just hit you with a no. Whatever it is in Imperial Beach. Listen, they could have a moon landing in Imperial Beach. I wouldn't. Never been.
Dude, you need to go to Imperial Beach. It is like it. Do you like PB?
No, they got the Tijuana runoff in Imperial Beach.
It's not like you're gonna get in the water.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you to get in the water.
So they do got the Tijuana runoff in Imperial Beach.
So does PB. So does Santa Barbara. It's all the same ocean, bro.
Come on, bro. Don't do that to me. Don't have me out there like that. What's in Imperial Beach for me?
Mike Hess. They have a great location at Mike Hess. It's all outdoors. The honeys are there all the time. I'm telling you, John Browner, you would crush an Imperial Beach. Let's talk about the beers. Let's talk about what we have, because I have two giant, what they call crowlers here. One of them says thick. One of them says thick. Oh, man. And if I know anything, Browner's probably going to want to start there. But you guys tell us, where do you guys want to start today? We're talking to Paul and Alex from Mike Hess Brewing. 4 locations. You have North Park, Seaport Village, and Imperial Beach. Is there another that I'm missing?
Ocean Beach.
So any beach, go check it out.
You're actually missing 2 more. Right now, our Miramar location, our original location, is in limbo because of Corona. It just wasn't putting out the numbers, so it's just sitting there idly waiting, and we don't know what we're going to do with that next. But there's one more location in NorCal, in Walnut Creek, where the Hesses went to high school, and so they brought their brewery tasting room back to their hometown.
Where's Walnut Creek?
East Bay.
Yeah, it's by the bay, up there.
Yeah, like 40 minutes north of Dublin.
So if you're listening on Mighty Tonight, you could probably hear it up there on the radio. That's how big that signal is. But let's get started, Paul. What do you guys want us to start with today? We got,
for purpose of tasting notes, we're going to start with Hard Charger.
Okay, Hard Charger. When you hear the name Hard Charger and you have a San Diego brewery, Are we talking about a Charger beer right now?
You know, it's funny. We had the same conversation, but it's based on another San Diego theme.
Yeah.
What is the theme?
Mountain biking. So hard charger, you're supposed to be like an aggressive rider when you're going downhill.
All right. So what are we supposed to be tasting?
Who came up with this logo on here? Because this is probably one of the more active design cans I've seen.
Yeah, we pay a design company, but then it's always proofed by the company lead. So I think Greg Hess made a push for this because he himself is a mountain biker. And if you go on our Instagram, you'll actually see a promo video of him hard charging.
Yeah, I know it's not your thing, Browner, but just hold up. We got something for you.
Yeah, we got something special for you.
Everybody knows you already, JB. They know what you fly with, bro.
The first sip of this, I didn't taste extra hazy. So I was like, wait a minute. That's why I took that look at it. Because like, wait a minute. Is this a hazy? Because normally when I drink a hazy for the first time, I'm like, oh God. But the first sip was like, whoa, wait a minute. This might be one of my hazes.
Is this hard charging down your throat?
Come on. Why you got to say it like that?
Because it is.
Because it's true. So what do you think, JB? Listen, the thing about this segment that we've done so many of them now, if one person is going to sell beer, it's you. No one reacts to, because I like every freaking thing we have because I'm an alcoholic. But
we appreciate honesty.
But you, JB, your reactions sell beers. What do you think about this one?
This tastes like a regular hazy now. The first sip was very like, wait a minute. This might be the disguise hazy. I like a disguise, like a good disguise, like a costume party. This is good. It's good. See, it's not the problem with the hazies, man. Is it just a lot? It's a lot going on in your mouth. I'm a simple mouth. I got a dumb mouth.
That's why I like this simple. That's why I like this one. It's not the haziest of hazy IPAs, right? You know, it's not an explosion of tropical whatever in your mouth. So what are we supposed to be tasting here, Paul and Alex?
Well, you did hit that one mark. Our hazies tend to be a little more West Coasty.
Which is what?
So like dry earthy bitterness and some earthy notes. So like when I say earthy, like pine needles sometimes or fresh grass. And we do mix the tropical in there, like hazy is supposed to, but we kind of do it our own way. And I feel like when we did that, a lot more people liked our version of the hazy because they did appreciate that it was a little more closer to traditional IPA.
That was going to be my next question is how often do you taste other hazies or you taste other things that you guys are going to start trying brewing and try to put your own spin on it and try to put your own taste into it so it doesn't seem like it's just caught up in a wash of other things that are out there in the market?
Right. I mean, that's the point. Like we do go out drinking. Like I do go to Fall. I do go out, Modern Times, whatever, we do go all around Ballast Point, we do go everywhere trying the beer. And then, yeah, like you said, just like tasting it, trying to break it down a little bit and then just putting our own little twist on it, make it a little bit different.
Am I like wrong in saying that if I drank this out of the can without pouring it in the glass like I did and obviously seeing that it's a hazy, if I drink it out of the can and I close my eyes and I tell you that doesn't taste like a hazy, is that an insult or is that kind of what you're going for with that West Coast style of the IPA? Because yeah, like now that I see it and I drink it, I could tell it's a hazy IPA and it tastes like a hazy IPA, but I'm not sure if I close my eyes that it doesn't taste like a good West Coast IPA.
Mm-hmm. What about the aroma though? Because I think that's the biggest tell. That's the biggest tell.
And also the aftertaste is very pleasant. Normally, like the hazies, I feel like they stay with me, like they're still in there. Mm-hmm. I feel like after a sip of this and another sip, because I've drinking a couple sips now, that it doesn't linger, it doesn't hang around.
Yeah.
When it's over, it's over. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Yeah. That's what the aftertaste of this is. I like it. Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the residual bitterness tends to be a problem with a lot of heavily hot beers.
That's a good professional word. Say that again.
Residual bitterness.
Yeah, I'm going to use that next time I go out.
Yeah, when you drink something and it just keeps getting bitter and more bitter and more bitter, it's because the flavor's sitting around and accumulating.
All right,
this is good. This had no residual.
No residuals. We got two big old crowlers over here. Which one do you guys want? We got something that says VC and thick.
Vince Carter.
So the 3 C's thick. That's for JB over here.
Mine says 4 C's. Is that okay?
This one or the other one?
I have 4 C's. Mine's
not
extra.
The thick.
The one you dropped to JB.
So I wrote I wrote the thick on there for you.
For Alex?
for you guys, but that's actually the unofficial name of that beer.
Thick.
When I first pitched it was called My Thickest Vice, but with 3 C's. And we do a Berliner Weiss called My Other Vice.
Listen, if you're gonna title this beer thick, you got to put a big old booty on the can.
We can't.
Yeah, I don't think we're.
No, that's a big no-no.
What about like a big old like peach bottom or something?
That would maybe like just the peach emoji or
Put the peaches in jeans.
No, we can't. But the route we went now is it's called Peach Bellini Vice.
Okay.
Peach Bellini. You could put you could put a peach on there.
Why couldn't you put a big booty on the can? What's that? Break that down for me.
So we're trying. So the entire industry has decided to move away from sexualized innuendo.
Okay. Respect.
Yeah, exactly. It's the year 2021. We're trying to respect everybody and not over sexualize things.
I respect.
That's like opposite. That's like opposite of the Hollywood, man. Hollywood is just sexualizing everything,
down
man.
on it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a peach Berlini Weiss.
Peach Bellini,
peach Bellini Weiss.
So peach Bellinis are prosecco and peach nectar.
Thick that is.
Yeah.
Prosecco's wine, ain't it?
Yeah. So traditionally that's what it is, but we took our Berliner Weiss, which is a kettle tart, and we added 44 pounds per barrel of peach puree. Yeah,
I like this.
That's the face.
There you go, John. I knew you were gonna like that one.
I like this.
Does it taste different out of a thermoflask?
It tastes good.
No, I'm asking the boys if they've ever poured their own beer in a thermoflask.
I would say so. Unscrew the top and give it a big one.
Yeah, give it a good chug there, JB. Come on now.
Let me see.
It's probably gonna taste even better now that you can get all those peach aromas.
What do you think?
This is bomb, dude. This is bomb. This is definitely a big booty right here.
All right, let me pull the curtain back too, because I know Paul and Alex very well, obviously, and I've had this beer before, but I may have had about 10 beers before I had this beer that day. Is better right now. Like straight, like, did you say you switched the recipe? Is that since I've had it?
No.
So I think that my throat was coated with terrible beers, because this is actually really. I'm not messing with you. This is very, very good.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That night we were like too many beers deep to appreciate what we're drinking right now.
Fun beer, and I'm like, hey, I got something new for you guys.
This is unbelievable. What made you come up with this?
Oh man, I've been wanting to do what they call as a smoothie style beer for a very long time, and I fought tooth and nail to get Mike to approve it.
Hey, Mike, listen up, Mike. You need more smoothie style drinks. This has none of that. What's that bitterness word again?
Oh, no,
residual
no bitterness. Yeah,
this has no residual bitterness. This is delicious eternally.
You want to say it's a fruit bomb?
This is a fruit bomb. This is a fruit atomic bomb, Mike. Ooh. You need to listen. Listen, Mike.
Well, I guess Browner likes it then. Job mission accomplished, boys.
Yeah, that was the goal.
I need
Bellini Weiss.
Yep.
And it's called
more.
And is that what it's called at Hess when people go to Hess?
Yeah, that's what you'll find it as.
It's not called thick.
No, it's no longer called My Thickest Vice, unfortunately.
When you go to the counter, you ask for this. Ask for the big booty one.
Oh,
well, that's not the name, brother. So no, you can't be doing that.
I'm giving y'all some inside
marketing
information,
info,
okay?
baby.
So this for when people come in there, you know who they came from when they say, "I want that big booty one." I'm telling you.
You heard it here.
All right, so we got one final beer going, and this one says VC. This one's not thick, I don't think. So that was what we're drinking next.
Yep, we're moving on to the Vietnamese coffee stout.
What'd you say?
Vietnamese coffee stout.
Oh man, y'all coming after me today, huh?
Yeah, John. I'm hoping this one you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
So what is this Vietnamese coffee stout? What is this? I mean, we've had stouts, we've had porters. Vietnamese coffee. What are we drinking here?
Paul, this is your baby.
I mean, I would say it's our baby. It's
your baby.
This is a Che and Paul love child.
You guys made a baby. Congratulations.
Yeah, this beer, I'm very proud. We're very proud of this beer. So we have this thing called Coffee Club. Yes, that's CLERB.
Mm-hmm.
And we would take a trip up to Golden Donut. I don't know if you've ever been to Golden Donut on University in Texas.
No.
Yes. It's a Pizza Hut in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Across from the 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Near The little
where the street goes up.
It's like right across from that the nursery / coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a weird thing to have. Either you got coffee or you got plants. Pick one.
Both.
It's called aesthetic, boys. Instagram.
Oh, look at you. Oh.
Well, Golden Donut is, in my opinion, the best Vietnamese coffee in all of San Diego. And we would go on a coffee break to the spot and we'd get our Vietnamese iced coffees. And then after years of doing this, one day I was just like, yep. I was like, man, how cool would it be if we did a beer like this? And so I came back with Mike and Alex and we were talking about, what we can do to make a Vietnamese style coffee beer.
Oh, hey, man.
Here it is.
Listen. I'm going to tell y'all something right now.
You're welcome, John.
I'm going to try to remain real calm as I make this statement. Okay. Listen, we got a new dark beer king in the building.
What?
Dog. Listen.
Wow.
Listen, we got a new dark king beer in the building.
Hold on. Better.
Wow. Yes.
Better than Pure.
Yes.
Better than Ballast Point.
Yes.
Better than that second chance one with the coffee wax on it.
Because the dark Victory at Sea was the one that we had from Ballast Point, yeah?
That was your king.
No. Pure was the king.
Pure was the king. The pancake one.
Yes.
Ooh,
no, this
sounds good.
Bruh, this beats Pure. This really does. And I've gotten multiple bottles of that. Like I go there weekly to get a bottle of that. They may now be replaced.
John, I have a question for you.
Talk to me.
Go ahead and take a sip and tell me what alcohol percentage do you think this beer is?
Well, first of all, it's easy to drink. So there's no real there's no real attack of the alcohol. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to really tell. Like it has a small aftertaste to it, but it's not an overbearing aftertaste of what you just drank. So you really feel like you can continuously drink this. So I would say in the 8 to 9 range, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And even knowing that we're trying to trick you into not perceiving the alcohol, you're going to stick with 8 to 9?
Wait, what happened?
So we're trying to trick you into not perceiving the alcohol.
Is it less?
So knowing that, you're going to stick with 8 to 9 before I tell you what it is?
Tell me what it is.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 8 to 9.
All right, it's 12.3.
Oh, man, listen, bro.
You get slapped, bro.
Bro, listen, that's why.
It's a banger.
This is why y'all winning. This is why y'all winning, okay? This is why y'all raising the Dark Beer Trophy right now. Of course, listen, y'all get the Browner Dark Beer Trophy Award. You all in first place.
I did it, Mom.
Pure, you Pure got to get back in the lab. You got passed up.
Damn.
This is fantastic, dude. I mean, I could literally chug this entire thing. You know what?
Do it.
It's all right, GB. You can go.
Wow. I mean, there's nothing really else to say, guys.
That thing.
You guys got the John Browner stamp.
I just dunked that thing.
Man. You just
that was the point of the game right here.
That was our focus. We're like, hey, what beers are we bringing on?
Yeah,
there we go.
That was for you, JB. That was for you.
Well, Paul Darris, Alex Melendez, you guys have won Beer Friday. I didn't know it was a competition until today, but now you guys have won. Go ahead, JB.
They brought 2 of the best tasting beers we've had. I'm gonna speak for me, that we've had. Here's why. The dark beer and the big booty beer, they taste completely different.
They're not even close.
They taste completely different, but they're both amazing in completely different ways. And when you are trying to get people in the door, you're trying to show variety. That's really what you want, because it's very difficult to distinct certain beer from people who are not beer drinkers. I would never consider myself a beer drinker. Both of these 2, I mean, I can't hold this up because it's a flask at this point, but whatever. These 2 beers taste drastically different, but they're absolutely different rides, but they're both fantastic. I'm dead serious. This is the best dark beer on the market, bro. And I love me a good dark beer. I'm talking Newcastle. I'm talking Guinness. I'm talking what I drank over at Pure. I'm talking about what we've had, Victory at Sea. This is a game. This is a baller right here, okay? This is this getting buckets, okay? This Steph Curry from deep.
All right, dude, keep it in your pants, man. We got a show to do here.
Well, listen, somebody put their foot in this.
Well, if you didn't have reason enough to go visit Mike Hess at any one of their 12,000 locations, now you do. You got the John Browner says this is the best beer he's ever had on this show.
You would have never gotten me to Imperial Beach without this.
You guys also have an event going on this weekend with Girl Scout cookies. Browner, you like Girl Scout cookies?
I hate that racket, the thieves.
Well, either way, Mike Hess is contributing to the thievery. What do you guys got going on this weekend?
Yeah, so we're doing flights of beers and pairing them with flights of cookies from the Girl Scout cookies. So come on in, get a flight, 5 beers, 5 cookies, and yeah.
What can I drink this Vietnamese coffee which cookie should I get with this?
Anything.
We pre-did the pairings. So I believe Vietnamese is getting the tagalongs.
Oh,
what food? What kind of food would you guys recommend for this?
Oh, with that? Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe dessert.
It's definitely more of a dessert beer for sure.
Let me stop y'all. That was a trick question. The answer was anything.
Anything.
Okay.
Cereal. Okay, cereal.
Put it in your Frosted Flakes.
Bacon, steak.
Ooh.
Whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. Pair up. This girl could dance with anybody.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are at Mike Hess. Check them out at any one of their locations. Instagram, Mike Hess. Paul Darris, lead brewer. Alex Che Melendez, brewer. Appreciate you guys joining us, man. Thank you.
I love y'all, man. I love y'all.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Y'all came through today.
Y'all find us.
You open invite every Friday, huh?
Yep.
Listen. You gonna have to get rid of me now.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Arash Markazi here, inviting you to catch my show, The Arash Markazi Show, on the mightier 1090. We are on every Monday through Friday from noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time. Join me and producer extraordinaire G. Wiley, where we chop up Los Angeles sports and try not to piss too many people off.
The all-new and mightier 1090.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
Thank you for interviewing with us. Tell me a little something about yourself. What are your greatest strengths?
Well, my differences are my strengths. Those of us with intellectual and developmental disabilities are highly motivated. We are creators. We are leaders and innovators. We are changing the face of work for the better, one customer at a time.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm confident that you would make an incredible addition to our team. It is time we start building a workforce that is diverse, inclusive, and equitable. A workforce that recognizes that our greatest strengths lie in our differences.
Join us at deliveringjobs.org.
That's the wrap.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
It's a big weekend in Major League Baseball as the Dodgers and the Padres match up for the first time here in 2021. Fernando Tatis Jr. will be making his return from the injured list tonight for the Padres. And on the bump, Ryan Weathers will be making his first Major League start. A big game for the 21-year-old to make his first start in, but Weathers matched up against the Dodgers in the National League Division Series in 2020 and threw 1 1/3 scoreless innings. So he's no stranger to a big game atmosphere against a tough opponent. Cody Bellinger is unlikely to be activated for this series. He has missed the last 8 games for the Dodgers with a left calf contusion. Now the Dodgers are coming off back-to-back series sweeps against the Nationals and the Rockies, so they're going to be looking to continue that hot streak. And Petco Park is allowing more fans this weekend. They've increased that capacity, so the ballpark is sure to be electric. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Gray here, inviting you to catch my show, Let's Talk Hookup, every Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. For over 30 years, we've been the voice of the fishing community for Southern California, and so glad to be back on the big stick.
The all-new and mightier 1090.
Are you living in an underserved community and facing adversity? Do you have a desire to start or grow your own business? San Diego State University's Lab and Entrepreneurship Center, the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurial Studies, and community partners invite you to participate in our community bootcamp. The bootcamp provides intense, hands-on exposure to the fundamentals of launching and growing a successful venture. Register today at leadershipcentersw.org.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives. City in Motion is brought to you by McDonald's. Stop by your local participating McDonald's now through April 25th and make a donation or visit walkforkids.org to support.
Hi, I'm Vince Bryson, CEO of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southern California. Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Walk for Kids.
The little coronavirus pandemic will not stop our show because we are still going to walk for these kids.
You guys want to do the Walk for Kids virtually this year?
Yeah! Today is Walk for Kids, you guys, virtually. So we love it, love it, love it.
Let's get this walk started.
We are going to start. So I'm going to be walking around my backyard.
Doing the 5K walk. We're here in front of the beautiful Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
So we are getting ready to do lap 3.
We're here to send our support.
I love the excitement. I love the energy. Let's keep it going.
If you want to know the reason why I'm walking, it's because I care about the kids and the families that stay at our house.
I walk for the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House for kids like me, so they can have a place to call their home away from home.
To me, the Ronald McDonald House means love, care, hope, and support.
The families and children of RMHC need our help and support now more than ever. So thank you for joining our virtual walk and continuing to support our Ronald McDonald House even during these difficult times.
Thank you so much for coming together, for showing that we can unite and be together even though we're not at our respective locations.
Thank you for participating in this virtual walk.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks for all your help and support, and stay well.
Ronald McDonald House Charities of SoCal gives families with sick kids the best medicine, each other. Stop by your local McDonald's today and make a donation or visit walkforkids.org to support. City in Motion, highlighting great things in our community like Ronald McDonald House Charities. Give families with sick kids the best medicine, each other. Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate the many accomplishments of women during Women's History Month.
Doing More, Sunday and Monday night on Your View. Sponsored by The Burns Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit theburnsfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio, SoCal Sports Talk.